Hi, my name is Drake, and part of my mission is to create a world where children don't have to heal from their parents. In our society today, it's kind of like a social norm. We kind of laugh at it that, yeah, you're gonna heal from your parents. Everyone goes through it. But just because something's a social norm doesn't make it okay. Slavery was once a social norm, but everyone knows that that's not okay. So how do we create a world where children don't have to heal from their parent? How do we create this for our own children? When is the best time to start preparing for parenthood? Well, long before you're a parent is the best time. And part of the reason for that is because there's this mindset that you as a parent have to develop. And that is, it's not about how I feel right now. It's about what needs to get done and what's the best thing. You may have heard something similar to that, maybe even heard some parents saying something like that to their kids, but oftentimes it's not taught effectively, and it's used in this way to get children to do something that is not necessarily the best thing for them, but is just going along with some societal norm. You'll hear parents say, yeah, sometimes have to do things that you don't really like or you don't want to do. And then have their kids go and let grandpa kiss them, or give grandma a kiss when they don't really want to, or have them go do some schoolwork right now in this moment that really has no major impact on their life. So the child will develop an aversion to this phrase and to this whole concept entirely of doing things that they don't want to do, which can lead to an adult who ends up telling their kids, just do what feels good, or you don't have to do things you don't really want. But as a parent, if you want your child to develop in the very best way, you can't just do what makes you feel good. Sometimes you have to do things that don't always necessarily feel great, like getting up for the 15th night in a row at 3 a.m. to breastfeed, or telling your child the 18th time we do not hit without hitting them yourself, or yelling out of anger, or punishing them. Punishments and inconsistency can lead to instability and insecurities in a child, which can lead to people pleasing and seeking validation from others. But often, this is the way that we were taught as children how to treat children. This is the way that we were treated ourselves, and we don't necessarily see another way out. There's a cycle that's formed. Parents were traumatized by their parents, who were traumatized by their parents, who were traumatized by their parents, and so on and so forth. But if we want to change that for the next generation, it's up to us now to break that cycle for once and for good. I'm sure your parents said that they wanted to be better than their parents, and perhaps they were, but don't you want to be better than that even? How much better can we be? How much further can we take it? If you want your child to develop, to be happy and confident and reach their full potential, it starts with us now so that we can develop ourselves to be fully present with them. Because whatever is holding us back, we're going to teach to our children unconsciously too. But if we're fully present, we can not only support them fully, we can prepare them beyond even where we thought possible. I've supported families so that their kids can walk through fears with grace, so that their kids can stand up for their own bodily autonomy. Kids who are precocious readers, not because their parents care so much about school. On the contrary, a lot of these parents homeschool because they're so aware and understand so much of the world around them. The academics just become second nature. But that starts with you. If you're listening to this, you may be expecting, or you may already have kids. You may be curious just how stable your home can be. How much more can you appreciate your children? And how can they actually appreciate you? Is there room for even a little more goodness in your home? Would you welcome it? I'll leave you with this story. One of my clients decided that she did not want to force her kids to say, I love you, because she wanted, when they say I love you, for it to come from them. And so that's what she did. She never forced them. And one day her daughter said to her, Mommy, I appreciate you. And my client was curious and asked, why do you say that? And she said, because I learned so much from you. How touching is that a child recognizes who she's learning from she's learning from her mom, and that she appreciates it. But also, this child shows her appreciation in another way. It's easy for a child to say something really sweet and then run off as if they had never said it at all. But every time this family goes out and they see other kids having a hard time, crying or being afraid, this child will literally go over and take them by the hand and help them through those big emotions, help them to walk through their fears, help them to become a little bit more emotionally stable, help them to stabilize their emotions in a way that their parents weren't helping them in that moment. What would it be like to have a child like that? If you'd like your children to be doing something like that, spreading goodness everywhere they go, and for your children to actually appreciate you as they develop, there's a contact form below this video where you can send me a message. Click that link, send me a message, and let's find out together just how far we can go. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and if you've made it this far, I'm looking forward to chatting with you. Click that link below and I'll talk to you soon.